नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। Hare Krishna. I welcome all the devotees who have come for this special session on Sri Sacisutashtakam, written by Sarvabhauma Bhattacarya. So very soon, in just a couple of weeks, we are going to celebrate the appearance day of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gaur Purnima. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the most merciful incarnation of the Supreme Lord Krishna, and he has descended specifically to spread the holy names of Krishna, which is the Yuga Dharma of this Kali Yuga. So the Supreme Lord appears on this planet at various times, and mainly his purposes are to protect the righteous people and to also annihilate the miscreants and to establish dharma. So for that purpose, the Lord appears in various yugas in different forms. So the Supreme Lord appeared in this Kali Yuga in the form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to establish the Yuga Dharma of Harinam Sankirtan, chanting the holy names of the Lord. Okay. So we see the biography of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is described in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Mangala, Chaitanya Bhagavat, and various such scriptures written by the devout followers of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So there is one staunch devotee of Lord Chaitanya who was Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya in Jagannath Puri, and this Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya has been on the Gnana Marga, and he was having certain impersonalistic tendencies in the beginning. But after meeting Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he became so attracted to pure bhakti of Krishna, considering Krishna as the Supreme Person. So he has written several compositions in glorification of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So one such composition is Sri Sacisutashtakam. So in this Sacisutashtakam, there are 8 shlokas that very beautifully describe the qualities and characteristics of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's a very sweet song that we sing a couple of weeks before Gaur Purnima. We sing this song every day, just like during Kartik month, we sing Damodarashtakam every day for one full month. So during this Gaur Purnima period also, a couple of weeks before Gaur Purnima, it's our practice in our temple to recite this Sacisutashtakam every day. Just now we had that Sacisutashtakam session in our Radha Vrindavan Vihari temple at GV. So now we will discuss the meaning, so that when we are reciting this shlokas, when we are singing this song, we can meditate on the meaning and we can appreciate the beautiful qualities of Lord Chaitanya better. Okay. So before we enter this beautiful song written by Sarvabhauma Bhattacarya, let us also briefly describe the Gaura Tattva. Who is Gauranga Mahaprabhu? Let us remind ourselves of the identity of Gauranga Mahaprabhu and the purpose of his descent. First, let me speak the purpose. Chiradadattam nijaguptavittam svapremanamamrutamatyudaraham apamaram yo vitatara gauraham krishno janebhyastamaham prapadye. Chirad adattam nijaguptavittam. So the Supreme Lord Krishna has descended on this planet several times, and although he descended many times, for a long time he did not bestow something very great upon people in this Kali Yuga. Chirad adattam nijaguptavittam, that is his own secret treasure. What is that? Swaprema, Krishna prema. Although the Lord descended several times, for a long time he did not bestow Krishna prema on people. So the Lord is feeling that I must give Krishna prema to common people. So Swaprema Namamrutamatyudaraha, the Supreme Lord Krishna personally descended as a devotee, Lord Chaitanya, to teach how to practice devotional service, how to practice bhakti yoga. So the Lord personally became a devotee and practiced bhakti yoga and chanted the holy names and taught all of us how to chant the holy names. And through that holy name, he gave Krishna prema. So prema namamrutamatyudaraha. He gave prema and he gave nama. And whom did he give? Pamaramyo vitatara gauraha. He is giving that to even pamaras, the most fallen people. Krishna janebhyastamaham prapadye. So let us take shelter of that Gaura Krishna, that Supreme Lord Krishna who appeared in the form of Gaura. Okay, it's a very beautiful shloka. So you can recite this. Kartik, you want to recite this? Chiradadattam nijaguptavittam
swapremanamamrutamatyudaraha apamaram yo vitatara gauraha krishno janebhyastamaham prapadye.
Okay, thanks. So now let us see the identity of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Mahaprabhu Mahaprabhu descended to spread the holy names of the Lord. But how did he come? In what mode did he come? He came in the mode of Radharani. Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikriter Haladini Shakti Rasmad Ekatmanav Api Bhuvipura Deha Bhedam Gatautau Chaitanyakhyam Prakata Badhuna Tadvayam Chaitya Mahatam Radha Bhavadyuti Subalitam Naumi Krishna Swarupam. Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikruter Haladini Shakti Rasmat. So all the beautiful pastimes of Radha and Krishna are transformations of the Lord's internal potency, Haladini Shakti. So the beautiful pastimes of Radha and Krishna are not manifested by some external energy of the Lord. They are manifestations of the internal energy of the Lord, right? So the spiritual potency of the Lord. And Ekatmana api bhulpura deha bhevavagatato. Radha and Krishna are one. Since time immemorial, they have been as one personality, but they have divided themselves, or they have manifested themselves in two forms, one male form and one female form. Ekatma now, although they are one in their identity, they have become two. Deha bhedav, they appeared in two forms for the purpose of enjoying pastimes, right? Again, they have become one. Chaitanyakhyam prakata madhuna tadvayam chaikyamatam. Means in the form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, although they are two, tadvayam cha ekam aptam, they have become one. How did this happen? Radha bhavadyati subalitam naumi Krishna swarupam. That Krishna has accepted Radha's bhava and Radha's duty. Bhava is the mood of Radharani. Duty means the complexion of Radharani. So Krishna has accepted the bodily complexion of Radharani and also the mood as a devotee from Radharani and became Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is God in the form of a devotee of God who came to teach us how to be devoted to the Lord. Right? So that's the identity of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay. So next, there are three reasons for Lord Chaitanya's descent. I think we'll discuss this in the next. So we were discussing the identity of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a combined incarnation of Radha and Krishna. He is Krishna who accepted the mode of Srimati Radharani and also accepted the complexion of Radharani and appeared in the form of a devotee to teach all of us how to perform bhakti unto the Supreme Lord Krishna. So that is the purpose of Lord Chaitanya's descent, and that's the identity of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So now our Sarvabhauma Bhattacarya has written this beautiful song, Sacisutashtakam. We will try to recite this song and also discuss the meaning of this song. So I hope you are able to hear me without any disturbance. Okay. First shloka. Navagauravaram navapushpasharam navabhavadharam navalasya param navahasyakaram navahemavaram pranamami Sacisutagauravaram. So this is the first shloka. So the meaning of this shloka is as follows. Navagauravaram. So Nava means new, fresh. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu looks always youthful, and he has a bodily complexion like that of fresh cream tinged with kumkum. Okay. Nava Gauravaram. Nava Pushpasharam. And Pushpa means flowers. Shara means the arrows. So Nava Pushpasharam means Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu looks like a cupid who throws flower arrows, right? Who shoots arrows of newly blossoming flowers. So this is just to say that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so beautiful, just like Krishna is always beautiful and very handsome, and he is like a cupid. Similarly, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also is cupid. So Krishna looks so beautiful in his bluish form. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu looks beautiful in a golden form, right? They both are beautiful. So next. Navabhavadharam navalasya param. Navabhavadharam. Bhava means emotions, emotional ecstasies. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always bears near and near moods of emotional ecstasies. As we discussed, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's purpose in descending is to experience the mood of Srimati Radharani. Srimati Radharani is the topmost devotee of Krishna. Of all the devotees of the Supreme Lord Krishna, the Vrajavasis are the topmost, and amongst all the Vrajavasis, the Madhurya devotees, means those devotees who are in Madhurya Bhava, they are highest, and amongst all the Madhurya Bhaktas, Srimati Radharani is the topmost, right? So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna who is in the mode of Srimati Radharani. So Srimati Radharani always has such loving emotions towards Krishna. She loves Krishna more than anyone else. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the mode of Radharani always holds these emotional ecstasies for Krishna. Navabhavadharam navalasya param. Lasya param means the Lord is very fond of performing some novel dances. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dances in ecstasy while chanting the holy names of Krishna, while singing the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dances in ecstasy. And in Navadvip area, before taking sannyas, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would dance on the streets of Navadvip, and he would also dance in Srivas Angan along with Advaita Acharya, Srivas Thakur and few intimate associates. And when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes to Jagannath Puri, he ecstatically dances in front of this Jagannath's Ratha, cart. So in this way, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is constantly in ecstasy. So he is absorbed in dancing and singing the holy names of the Lord. Navabhavadharam Navalasya Param. So first two lines are clear. Third line. Navahasya Taram Navahemavaram Pranamami Sacisutagauravaram. Navahasya Karam. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also makes some jokes. Right, his whole activities cause some laughter. It's like Krishna is also very naughty. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also naughty when he was very young, as baby Nimai, as young child Nimai in Navadvip area. So he plays jokes that causes laughter. Then Navahemavaram, he has brilliant luster like freshly cast gold. Hema is gold. Hemavaram means the Lord has the complexion of molten gold. So there is one shloka in the Chaitanya Charitamrita which is quoted from Vishnu Sahasranam. There also it's mentioned. Suvarana varano hemango varangas chandanangadi sanyasa krutsha mahashanto nishtha shanti parayanam. Suvarana varano hemango. So the Lord has Suvarana varana, means he has beautiful golden complexion. Hemanga, all the bodily limbs of the Lord appear golden. Varangas chandanangadi, and those beautiful limbs of Mahaprabhu's body are smeared with sandalwood pulp. In this way the Lord appears so beautiful. So Pranamami Sacisutagauravaram. So I bow down to Sacisuta, the son of Mother Saci. So who is the most beautiful golden complexioned Lord. So this is the meaning of the first shloka. Next, there is another beautiful prayer offered by Sarvabhauma Bhattacarya, which is Chaitanya Shataka. He wrote 100 verses glorifying Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There also Lord Chaitanya's beauty is so wonderfully described. Kanakamukura kantim charuvaktaravindam Kanakamukura kantim charuvaktaravindam Madhuramukura hasyam pakvabimbadharostham Suvalita lalitangam kambukantham natendram Tribhuvana kamaniyam chandra gaurachandram prapadye. So the shloka is so sweet. Kanaka mukura kantim charu vaktraravindam. Kanaka mukura kantim means his beautiful face emanates the shine or the brilliance of gold, right? The beauty of his sweetly smiling lotus face is like golden bird. Kanaka mukura kantim charu vaktra aravindam. Charu vaktra aravindam. Vaktra is face, aravindam means lotus. Charu means so beautiful. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's smiling face is so beautiful that it is like a golden bird. Madhura mukura hasyam takva bimbadharostham. Madhura mukura hasyam. His smile is so enchanting. And pakva bimba adharostham. So bimba fruit is reddish. Pakva bimba means a ripened bimba fruit. So his lips are so reddish like the ripened bimba fruit. Suvalita lalitangam kambukantham natendram. Suvalita lalitangam. So all his beautiful bodily limbs are so delicate, so enchanting, so soft. And kambukantham natendram. And his throat is also shaped like a lotus, shaped like conch shell. Right? Kambukantham natendram. Tribhuvana kamaniyam gaurachandram prapadye. So let us offer obeisances to Gaurachandra, who is Tribhuvana kamaniyam. He enchants all the three worlds. So the Supreme Lord Krishna is supremely beautiful. In whichever form he appears, he enchants everyone. Although the Lord appears in the form of a boar, Varaha avatar, he's so beautiful. Okay. Normally hogs are not so beautiful, but when the Lord takes the form of hog, he's beautiful. Normally tortoises are not known for their beauty, but when the Lord appears as Kurma avatar, he's so beautiful. Sannyasis are not known for their beauty as such, right? They have shaved heads and some saffron clothes, only one cloth, whole life hold a danda. But when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when Krishna appears as a sannyasi, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he's so beautiful. So Krishna is ornamented with such beautiful necklaces and Vaijayanti malas and nice ornaments and turban and flowers and garlands, etc. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu doesn't have all that. He doesn't have one hair only. What to speak of turban? Okay, as sannyasi. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so beautiful. What is the specific aspect of Lord Chaitanya's beauty? His perspiration and his ecstasy and his tribulation and his faltering voice. Not tribulation, his what is that called? He trembles, right? He's trembling in ecstasy. He's shivering sometimes, right? He's perspiring. His hairs are standing on end. So this Polaka, Shveda, Ashru, Kampa, these are the real ornaments of Lord Chaitanya's body, right? So Mahaprabhu, by his beautiful bodily complexion and his emotions, he enchants everyone, although he doesn't wear ornaments as such. The real ornaments of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are his ecstatic symptoms. Second shloka. Nava prema yutam navanita shucham nava vesha kritam nava prema rasam Navadhavilasa Shubha Premamayam Pranamami Sacisutagam Nava Prema Yutam. So the Lord is endowed with prema, love for Krishna. Nava Prema Yutam. He is Krishna. He appears as devotee of Krishna who has Krishna Prema, who has love for Krishna. So you know this shloka from Bhagavatam. So Krishna Varanam Tvisha Krishnam Sango Pandastra Parshadam. Krishna Varanam. So this shloka describes Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Who is Krishna Varanam? Krishna Varanam means he is constantly doing Varanan of Krishna. Varanan means describing, glorifying. So Mahaprabhu is called Krishna Varanam because he is doing Varanan of Krishna. And Mahaprabhu is also called Krishna Varanam because he is chanting the holy names of Krishna. Varana means syllable. Okay. Krishna. So these two syllables Mahaprabhu constantly chants. Okay. Like a devotee of Krishna. Krishna Varanam Tvisha Akrishna. His bodily complexion is not blackish, it is golden, Akrishna. And he is seen constantly describing the glories of Krishna and chanting the holy names of Krishna, right? With love for Krishna, with Krishna Prema. Fine? Nava Prema Yutam Navanita Shucham. Navanita Shucham means, Navanita means freshly churned butter. So his radiant luster is like the color of freshly churned butter. So when you take butter from cow milk, it's little yellowish in color, golden in color. So Mahaprabhu's luster is like that, right? His aura is like that. Nava Vesha Kritam Nava Prema Rasam. Nava Vesha Kritam. So before his sannyas, Mahaprabhu took sannyas at the age of 24. So before sannyas, Mahaprabhu also used to wear beautiful clothes and turbans and hair, curly locks of hair. So he looks like a new Cupid. Madana. So Nava Vesha Kritam means his fresh attire is arranged in ever new fashions. Nava Prema Rasam. So and he also relishes Prema Rasa, the mellows of love for Krishna in various ways. So Navadha Vilasat Shubha Premamayam. Navadha Vilasat. Navadha means there is Navadha Bhakti. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu shines in ninefold new ways. So that is about his brilliance and luster and activity. And he is also absorbed in the ninefold processes of bhakti. What are the ninefold processes of bhakti? What are Navadha bhakti? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atmanivedam. Shravanam, hearing about Krishna. Kirtanam, chanting the holy names of Krishna. Smaranam, remembering Krishna. Archanam, worshipping Krishna. Vandanam, offering prayers to Krishna. Like that, there are 9 ways in which one can worship Krishna. So Mahaprabhu is always seen doing these 9 processes, performing these 9 processes. That's why it is Navadha Vilasat. Shubha Premamayam. Shubha Premamayam means he's permeated with most auspicious love. Right? He's filled with love for Krishna. Shubha. So loving Krishna is the most auspicious thing that one can aspire for. Shubha Premamayam. Pranamami Sacisutashtakam. So let us offer obeisances to Gauranga Mahaprabhu, who is the beautiful son of Mother Saci. Okay. So this is the meaning of the second sloka. Now the third sloka. Hari Bhakti Param Harinamadharam Karajapya Karam Harinama Param Nayane Satatam Pranayashrudharam Pranamami Sacisutagauravaram. Hari Bhakti Param. So, although he is the Lord, he has come to teach us bhakti, Hari Bhakti, right? So, he is Hari Bhakti Param. He is always dedicated to Hari Bhakti. He is always absorbed in chanting the holy names of Hari and performing services to Hari. He is absorbed in devotion to Hari. That's why he is called Hari Bhakti Param. Hari Bhakti Param Harinamadharam. Harinamadharam means he constantly chants the holy names of the Lord. He maintains the chanting. Dharam means he wears. So he is constantly chanting the holy names of the Lord. And to constantly chant the holy names of the Lord, we should be constantly humble. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, on your tongue, from your throat, the name of Krishna should emanate, and around your throat there should be a kanthi mala. What is that kanthi mala? Neck beads. The shloka of Trinadapi Sunichena. Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Sahishnuna Hamanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sada Harihi. So only when we are humble and only when we are tolerant, only when we are respectful to others, only when we don't expect or hanker for honor from others, we will be able to chant the holy names of Krishna effectively and constantly. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu constantly chanted the holy names of Krishna in the mode of a devotee of Krishna, and he also maintained the mode of humility. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu argued with big philosophers and conquered them, defeated them in their debates, but with humility he did it. So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is a great philosopher, great scholar. He is too much into Mayavad. And he even wanted to teach Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu the meaning of Vedanta Sutra. Okay. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu humbly sat in the class of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. For 7 days, he continuously heard him. Then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya asked him, my dear Mahaprabhu, you have been hearing from me for a long time, but you are not speaking anything. You are not asking any doubts, no questions. So are you understanding or not? Then very humbly, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told that I already have understanding of Vedanta Sutra, but your explanations are a little confusing. Let me share my understanding. And he spoke the real explanation of Vedanta Sutra. Then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also met a band of sannyasis headed by Prakashananda Saraswati in Benares, in Kasi. So there also, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to their place, and instead of sitting amongst them in that assembly, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sat at the entrance. So before entering the house, people washed their feet and entered the house. So Mahaprabhu washed his feet and sat at the same place, sat at the very spot where everybody washed their feet. Okay. And then Prakashananda Saraswati came and said, oh, you are such an effulgent sannyasi. How can you sit at this filthy place? Please come and sit amongst us. And Mahaprabhu said, no, I am very lowly. I am not so knowledgeable like you. I cannot sit along with you. No, you should come. So Prakashananda Saraswati took. And then they had a philosophical discussion and Mahaprabhu just defeated them. So Mahaprabhu confronted with so many philosophers, so many scholars, but he was always humble. He did not embarrass them. He did not humiliate them. There was a big Pandit called Digvijayi, okay, Keshava Kashmiri. He is called Digvijayi Pandit. He came to Navadvip. So then he met Nimai. So at that time, Nimai, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, was 11-year-old boy. So he was teaching some students Sanskrit grammar. So Keshava Kashmiri was very proud of his scholarship. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just humbly defeated him. He told him to compose some poetry, some shlokas glorifying Mother Ganges, and Keshava Kashmiri composed those poems, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu caught one stanza, one shloka from it, and he analyzed it and found some faults and humbled him. But he did it with such a dignity, such a respect, that he did not humiliate him, he did not insult him. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so humble in his demeanor as a devotee. So he is constantly chanting the holy names of the Lord. He taught us to chant the holy names of the Lord constantly, and he also taught us that to chant the holy names of the Lord constantly, we should be humble at heart. Karajapya karam harinama param. Karajapya karam means he does japa, and he will also count the number of holy names he would chant. He also had a japamala. Sometimes some people might say, we can just chant, why should we count? Okay, is it necessary that we have to count on beads 1 or 8 and into 16? Not necessary. We'll just chant like that. Yeah, you can chant, but sometimes we may not be able to chant a prescribed amount of rounds. We may chant today and tomorrow we may not chant. But if we keep a minimum quota of rounds that we have to chant, then we will be committed to that number, and every day we will be in touch with the holy name, and we can slowly increase the number of rounds also. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also personally chanted on beads. Karajapya karam harinama param. He is completely addicted to Harinam. He is completely addicted to the process of chanting the holy names of the Lord. Nayane satatam pranaya shrudharam pranamami Sacisutagauravaram. Nayane satatam pranaya ashrudharam. Pranaya means love. Ashru means tears. Because he is constantly absorbed in chanting the holy names of the Lord, tears flow from his eyes constantly. So when we have real love for Krishna, when we chant the name of Krishna, tears come. So that comes at a very advanced stage, right? Sometimes we may get tears from our eyes out of pain, or when we eat some mirchi, right? So our tears are of a different style, but the real tears are tears out of love for Krishna. So even in a material plane also, when somebody has a lot of emotions and love and affection for another person, as soon as one remembers that person, one calls that person, tears may come. Sometimes mothers may cry when they see their children, right? So sometimes children may cry when they see the mother after a long time. There is some gap. So there are emotions. So the real emotions are emotions for Krishna. When a devotee develops deep, intense spiritual emotions for Krishna, automatically tears flow from the eyes of a devotee when the devotee chants the holy names of Krishna, right? So Mahaprabhu is manifesting the mood of a devotee and is constantly chanting the holy names of Hari, and he is crying in ecstasy. Okay. 4th shloka. Satatam janata bhavata paharam paramartha parayana lokagatim Navalehakaram jagatapaharam pranamami Sacisutagauravaram. Satatam janata bhavata paharam. Satatam means always. Janata means common people, right? Satatam janata bhavata paharam. Bhavatapa means material miseries. So there are 3 types of bhavatapas, tapatrayas. What are they? Adhyatmika klesha, adi bhautika, adi daivika klesha. Adhyatmika klesha means miseries that we encounter because of our own body and mind. Sometimes there are some health problems. So that is adhyatmika klesha. Adi Bhautika means other living beings trouble us. Sometimes mosquitoes may bite us, dogs may bark at us, or some neighbors may bother us. So that is Adi Bhautika. And Adi Bhautika means natural disturbances. Sometimes there is too much of rain, too much of wind, it's too hot in summer. So these are all different tapatrayas. Satatam janata bhavatapaharam. The Lord will completely relieve all of us from this bhavatapas, three tapatrayas. How? There is an example. So there is a devotee, Brahmana, his name is Vasudeva. He had leprosy, okay, a very infectious and contagious disease, very painful. And this devotee Vasudeva had some worms on his body because the body is filled with blood and pus coming out. Some insects and worms came on his body. And this devotee Vasudeva leper is so humble that when a worm falls from his body, he will pick it up and place it back on its body. Will you be able to do that? When mosquito bites you and just chase it away. But will you take the mosquito again to bite me? So we don't do that, right? But Vasudeva leper did that because he was thinking that this blood and pus, if they are of some use to these worms, let them do it. Anyways, other people are not coming close to me. They are coming close to me. Let me serve them. So he's very humble. So he came to meet Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay. So then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced the Vasudeva leper and completely relieved him from this leprosy. So bhavatapaharam. So he completely relieved many of his devotees from their material miseries by giving them spiritual inspiration. So relieving from material miseries is not necessarily giving them some material opulence, but it is giving them spiritual taste for bhakti. So when we really develop taste for devotional service, then we will be relieved from material miseries, right? So when we develop higher taste on a spiritual plane, we can give up lower tastes on a material plane. Generally, lower tastes on material plane give us a lot of misery. And one more thing is, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recommends that we all study Srimad Bhagavatam, isn't it? Aradhya Bhagavan Vrajesha Tadayastadhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachitupasana Vrajabadhu Vargenaya Kalpita Srimad Bhagavatam Purana Mamalam Prema Pumartho Mahan. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says Srimad Bhagavatam is Pramana Mamalam. Bhagavatam is the topmost pramana, topmost evidence. Mahaprabhu recommends that. And the quality of Bhagavatam is to remove all tapatrayas, isn't it? So in the second shloka of Bhagavatam it is said, Dharma projita kaita votra paramo nirmatsaranam satam vedyam vastavamatra vastu shivatam tapatraya unmulanam. Okay. So if we study Srimad Bhagavatam, all our tapatrayas are uprooted. So by recommending Bhagavatam, by teaching Bhagavatam, by relishing Bhagavatam, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is enabling us to be relieved from all the threefold miseries, right? So by inspiring us in Bhakti Yoga. Satatam janata bhavatapaharam. So he is removing the sufferings of mankind. Paramartha parayana lokagatim. Paramartha parayana means those who are dedicated to their paramartha. Paramartha means supreme goal of life. What is the supreme goal of life? People may say often about 4 purusharthas: dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So these are not the real purusharthas. They are, of course, definitely. So dharma is to perform certain duties and religious activities, spiritual activities. Artha, economic development. Kama, and sense enjoyment. And moksha, liberation. These are considered 4 purusharthas. But there is a panchama purushartha, which is above all these 4. That is Krishna Prema. That is the real goal. So in that same shloka that I just quoted, Aradhyo Bhagavan Vratesha Tanayastadhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachitupasana Vrajavadhu Vargyaniya Kalpita Srimad Bhagavatam Pramana Mamalam Prema Pumartho Mahan. Prema Puma Artho Mahan. The supreme artha, supreme goal of life is Krishna Prema. To attain love for Krishna is the supreme goal of human life. So Paramartha Parayana means those people who are dedicated to this goal of life, right? Paramartha Parayana Loka Gatim. So in this world there are so many people who are dedicated to this goal of attaining Krishna Prema, and the Supreme Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is shelter to all those people. Okay, is it clear? So next line. Navaleha karam jagatapaharam pranamami Sacisutagauravaram. Navaleha karam. He inspires us to become like bees, honeybees. Okay, what does a honeybee do? Honeybee goes to different flowers and picks up honey. So similarly, a devotee should act like a honeybee and should always aspire for the honey of Krishna Prema. Okay, so he inspires us. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inspires us to become like bees who are eager for the honey of Krishna Prema. Navaleha karam jagatapaharam. He removes the tapa, burning fever of material world. Okay. Pranamami Sacisutagauravaram. Okay, this line is same in all shlokas. I will not discuss that. Now, fifth shloka. We did only half. Nija bhakti karam priya charutaram natanartanana gararajakulam kulakamini manasalasya karam pranamami Sacisutagauravaram. Nija bhakti karam. So now Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performs bhakti yoga. He does devotional service of Krishna. And that is Nija Bhakti. Means he is Krishna and he is doing Krishna Bhakti. Right? So Nija Bhakti Karam. He motivates pure devotion unto himself. You become my devotee. What does Krishna say in Bhagavad Gita? Manmana bhavad bhakto. You become my devotee. You always think of me and you become my devotee. Krishna said, right? So, and Krishna did that also. He said that in Bhagavad Gita and he did that as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he himself became a devotee of Krishna. Actually, Krishna enjoys being a devotee of Krishna more than being Krishna. Okay? Why? Devotees of Krishna get more happiness by serving Krishna. So Krishna becomes intrigued. My devotees are becoming more happy than me. How is it possible? So that's why Krishna takes the form of Vatapatra Shai. You know Vatapatra Shai? So as a small child, baby Krishna, he lies down on a banyan leaf and he sucks his own toe. Why? Because all the devotees of Krishna are worshipping the lotus feet of Krishna, and Krishna becomes surprised. What is there in my lotus feet? Why my devotees are so addicted to my lotus feet? They are serving always, let me taste my lotus feet. So, and as a grown-up young man, if he puts his feet on his mouth, it doesn't look good, right? So he takes the form of an infant baby, small child, and he puts his lotus feet in his own mouth to taste. Okay. And the very reason why Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became a devotee is to taste Radha Prema, to taste the love experienced by Radharani. I did not discuss that shloka. We'll discuss next week. So, Srimati Radharani is the topmost of all the devotees of Krishna. And when she renders service to Krishna, she gets 10 million times more happiness than Krishna. Krishna receives service from Radharani, so he's supposed to be happy receiving that service. Okay. And Radharani is rendering service to Krishna, but her happiness is greater than Krishna's happiness. So when somebody serves you and you are just happily receiving all services, you become happy, right? The person who is doing service has to do all the hard work. So generally your happiness is more than their happiness. But here it's opposite is happening. So Radharani serves Krishna and her happiness is greater than Krishna's happiness. So Krishna is becoming greedy to get the happiness of Radharani. So Krishna thinks, I should become Radharani. I should accept the mood of Radharani. Then only I will be able to relish the mood of being a devotee and I can enjoy like Radharani. Otherwise, my enjoyment is always less than Radharani. Okay. So, Nija Bhakti Karam. So the Lord becomes his own devotee and he motivates pure devotion to himself in all of us. Okay, and he relishes Krishna Bhakti and he teaches us Krishna Bhakti. Nija Bhakti Karam Priya Charutaram. Priya Charutaram means he is most attractive to his beloved servants, right? Priya Charutaram. So there are so many devotees of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all of them love him so much. Natanartana Nagara Rajakulam. So Nata Nartana. So by his dramatic dancing while chanting the holy names of the Lord along with other devotees, he looks like Natanartana Nagara Rajakulam. Nagara Raja. There are he exhibits the characteristics of king of paramours. Okay, so paramours are in Parakiya Rasa. So we know from Bhagavatam. So he looks so beautiful when he's dancing. Kulakamini Manasalasya Pranamami Sacisutagauravaram. Kulakamini Manasalasya. Kulakamini means the village girls in the Navadvip area. Manasa, their minds. Lasya. So by exhibiting the mode of a paramour, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu attracts the minds of young village girls. He makes their minds dance. So just like Krishna is so attractive to the gopis of Vrindavan, similarly, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his pre-sannyas Leela, he is also attractive to the minds of young village girls. Okay. So, Pranamami Sacisuta Gauravaram. Next shloka. Karatalavalam kalakantaravam mruduvadya suvenikaya madhuram nija bhakti gunavritanaatyakaram pranamami Sacisutagauravaram. Karatalavalam Kalakantaravam. So he plays Kartal. Karatalavalam. Kalakantaravam. Kantha means the Lord's throat emanates such beautiful melodious sounds. So while playing Kartal, he sings. He sings the holy names of Krishna. So the Kartal song is accompanied by his melodious voice, and the whole Kirtan done by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so enchanting to the entire creation, right? So it purifies the entire world. Karatalavalam kalakantaravam mruduvadya suvenikaya madhuram. Mruduvadya. So while Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is singing the holy names of the Lord, and Kartal is being played, and Mruduvadya, very soft notes of Veena are also being played. Mruduvadya Suvenikaya Madhuram. So, when the musical instruments are played softly, in accompaniment to the singing of the singer, they create a very wonderful experience to all the hearers. They create a very beautiful devotional inspiration in those who are hearing sincerely. But if the musical instruments are dominating the voice of the singer, then it looks like, oh, it's too much. There is no harmony. So the musical instruments are supposed to be harmonious with the singing. So Mrudu Vadya, Suvenikaya Madhuram. Nija Bhakti Gunavritanaatyakaram. So, and he also inspires Nija Bhakti. Nija Bhakti means devotion unto himself while chanting and while dancing. Natyakaram, out of great ecstasy of devotion, he dances. So while dancing and singing in the accompaniment of musical instruments, he inspires devotion and bhakti in all of us. Pranamami Sacisuta Gauravaram. Next shloka. Yuga dharma yutam punarnandasutam dharani suchitram bhava bhavuchitam tanu dhyana chitam nijavasayutam pranamami Sacisuta Gauravaram. Yuga dharma yutam. The Lord has descended to establish Yuga dharma. What is the Yuga dharma of Kali Yuga? To chant the holy names of the Lord, right? So in Kali Yuga, the dharma is to chant the names of Hari. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama eva kevalam. Kalau nastyeva, nastyeva, nastyeva gatiranyatha. There is no other way of liberation in Kali Yuga except chanting the holy names of Lord Hari. So Lord Hari came in the form of a sannyasi, Lord Chaitanya, to establish this Yuga Dharma. Yuga Dharma Yutam Punarnanda Sutam. That Nanda Sutta, the son of Nanda Maharaj, Krishna, appeared again as Sacisutashtakam, okay, to establish Yuga Dharma. Dharani Suchitram Bhavabhavochitam. Dharani Suchitram means he is the brilliant ornament of the earth. So, when Krishna descended on this planet, his lotus footprints are the ornaments of Mother Earth. You know that shloka from the Veda Gita, from the 10th canto Bhagavatam? Vrindavanam sakhi bhuvo vitanoti kirtim yad devaki sutapadam bhujalabdha lakshmi. So, when Krishna walks barefoot on the land of Vrindavan, he imprints the land of Vrindavan with his beautiful footprints that are marked with auspicious symbols. So they are the ornaments of earth. Now that same Krishna again descended as a sannyasi, as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he himself is an ornament of earth. Mother Earth becomes so happy to have Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing on her surface. Right? Dharani Suchitram. Bhava Bhavochitam. So his preaching, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's way of spreading the Bhakti Yoga is exactly suitable to release us from the cycle of birth and death. Bhava Bhava Uchitam. So Bhava is material existence. For us to come out of the material existence, we need to practice Bhakti as taught by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Right? So his way of teaching Bhakti is exactly suitable to release us from the cycle of birth and death. Tanu dhyana chitam nijavasayutam. Tanu dhyana chitam means he meditates on his own self. His consciousness is fixed upon meditating his own form, Krishna. Tanu dhyana. So Krishna means Lord Chaitanya meditates on Krishna. So you know that you saw that beautiful painting where Mahaprabhu sees Krishna under a tree in Jagannath Vallabh Gardens. Okay. Tanu dhyana chitam nija vasayutam. He is always accompanied by his transcendental abode. So nija vasa is his abode. Pranamami Sacisutagauravaram. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is accompanied by his abode. Means that wherever he is in Vrindavan. As soon as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sees a water body, he remembers Yamuna. As soon as he sees some groups of trees, he remembers Vrindavan. And as soon as he sees a little hillock, he remembers Govardhan. He is constantly in the spirits of Vrindavan. So his Vrindavan abode is constantly with him. And wherever Lord Chaitanya is there, that is Vrindavan only. Okay. So Tanu dhyana chitam nijavasavitam. Next, last shloka. Arunam nayanam charanam vasanam vadane skhalitam svakanamadharam kurute surasam jagata jivanam pranamami Sacisutagauravaram. Arunam nayanam charanam vasanam. Arunam means reddish. Just like when the sun rises and sun sets, you see some orangish red color in the sun. That is Arunam. So Arunam, Nayanam, Charanam, Vasanam. His Nayanam means eyes, Charanam, feet or soles of his feet, and Vasanam, his clothing. All of them are Arunam. They are orangish red. Okay, Aruna Varana. So they are like the orange color of rising sun or setting sun. You see, it's not exactly red like blood. So they are shining saffron. So Arunam, Nayanam, Charanam, Vasanam. Vadane skhalitam svakanamadharam. And he utters his own name as his voice falters. Vadane skhalitam means his voice falters. Svakanamadharam. And he utters his own name with a faltering voice. Kurute surasam jagata jivanam. So Kurute surasam jagataha jivanam. He awakens sweet flavor of life throughout the universe. Jagataha jivanam. The real jivana, the real life of the entire humanity is love for Krishna. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu induces that love of Krishna in the hearts of all living beings, and that's why he is called Kurute Surasam Jagataha Jivanam. Pranamami Saci Suta Gauravaram. So let us offer obeisances unto that Gauranga Mahaprabhu, who is the son of Mother Saci. Pranama. So by the chanting of his holy names, he inspires Hari Bhakti and Krishna Prema in all of us. So the Lord is the most merciful incarnation in this Kali Yuga. So we need to be very grateful to the Supreme Lord Krishna, who not only gave us Bhagavad Gita at the end of Dwapara Yuga and Bhagavatam also, so that we can practice bhakti. And after waiting for 4,500 years, the Lord personally came. I gave them Gita and Bhagavatam. Not sure how many are taking them seriously and performing Bhakti Yoga. So let me personally come, become a devotee, and personally perform devotional service and teach them how to perform Bhakti. So this is how Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared and inspired devotion in all of us. Pranamami Saci Suta Gauravaram. Pranamami Saci Suta Gauravaram. So with this, we will conclude today's session. So we are having these 3 special sessions to celebrate Gaura Purnima and to prepare our consciousness for Gaura Purnima. So next week, again, we will discuss 9 features of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet based on a beautiful shloka from Srimad Bhagavatam. In the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a nice shloka that describes 9 features, 9 characteristics of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet. That we will discuss next week. And a few days after that, we will discuss 10 characteristics of Lord Chaitanya's mercy. That is based on one beautiful shloka spoken by Sarvabhauma Goswami in the Madhya Leela of Chaitanya Charitamrita, 10th chapter. So we have 2 more sessions. So we'll meet again. Thank you so much for your enthusiastic participation. Thank you very much. You also pray for me so that I maintain my consciousness properly for this Gaura Purnima. Thank you. Hare Krishna.